Hi, this is Geir from Dimmu Borgir and you're watching Brutally Delicious. And today I'm going to show you how to make duck confit directly from our cabin up in the mountains of Gordo, Norway. So we start with the almond potatoes, the Norwegian mandelpotet, in proper pieces like this, because it's going to be mashed potatoes. For that you need salt, pepper, and some butter, and milk if you want. I can't drink milk, so for me it's a no-no. They don't have to be that small, but yeah. The smaller, the easier to mash. So, yeah. There you go. Oh, and then get the potatoes into the boiling water that's not boiling yet, without making too much of a mess. I am doing that. It is a bit mess, but we can clean it afterwards. So, yeah. Oops. Oopsie daisy. So it's going to be enough dinner. I'm obviously not cooking only for myself, but also for my girl, which is helping me out here, also holding the camera. Now it's the red cabbage. And then you need the cabbage, of course, which is red, sugar, salt, pepper, and vinegar, and an apple. So we start with cutting this. It's quite hard. So the thing here is cutting it quite not so thick. It's going to be layers in the pan. So I'm trying to do this as nice as I can. We will actually just, I guess for 2 people it should be enough with just half of it. And I was wrong, we don't need pepper for this. Only the salt, sugar, vinegar and water. And the apple. On top of the red cabbage, obviously. Yeah. So, first of all, start with this. Down here. Should be fine. Then a little bit of sugar. Like this. A little bit of vinegar, be careful with that one. I should have another one. So I have more controls. I'm quiet because I'm nervous now. Like that. A little bit of salt. There we go. I should have cut the apple, but I'm doing it now. So, maybe I should do it that way. So, should I do it that way? Yes, I should, actually. No, I'll do it this way. It's gonna be so tasty. Just have to be careful with my keyboard fingers. Obviously, I'm gonna do festivals soon, so alrighty. And it's obviously cleaned up front for health issues. So, but we use what we use. We should have a better knife, but here on the mountains we take what we got. So, and one more. The end is always the scariest part. Yeah, we're good. So, layers again. Oh, well, I should have taken those off. That was a beginner's fault. Sorry about that. I'll do it now. I'm not really a good cook. It's the missus that's doing the cooking here in the family. So there we go, and a little bit of sugar. Or should I wait?
Sure.
Yes. Go for it, she says. There we are. So, and the vinegar. I'm always afraid of, oh, that's probably more than enough. Oh, I take a little less the next time. There we go, next layer. I think that's, yeah, we have one more small layer here. Maybe, yeah, well, okay, we'll do some sugar. Yes. Actually forgot the salt on the last one, so, but that isn't so, it's not that important. I can do it now. Give it a little bit more. Like that. I think we had enough vinegar on the last one, so I'll wait. Okay, apples. I know it looks weird, but it's gonna be really tasty. Just take the stones. The beginner's mistake. So take the stones before you start with apple. You know, when you're on camera, you always do mistakes because you're a bit stressed to make it right. Sugar. Yes. Salt. We had enough in the last one. Vinegar. Yes. I think that should be enough. And this one on top? And obviously water on top because it's going to be boiled. You can tell I have a helper behind the camera and I need her desperately. There we go! So far so good. So things are happening here slowly. So that's gonna take its time. So the more it's cooked, it's easier to mash. So this is the duck for the confit, and it's already kind of boiled in its own fat. So all we have to do now is put it in the oven for approximately 20 minutes, where it's going to continue boiling in its own fat. Yes, no? I think I do it over here. And the fat is really important to keep because that's the actually sauce you're going to use on the finished dish. It's all in the fat. That's where all the good taste is. So, here we go. I'm just going to clean my hands. And is the oven good? Yes? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes? So, there we go. I should have cleaned the oven, but I didn't know that people from television would show up today. So, now it's the only thing we have to do is wait. So, while we're waiting for the food, this is our cabin up on the mountains of Gårå, which is a beautiful place. So this is kind of our second home. So we spend as much time as we can up here. So I'll show you the road up here. I guess this is gonna be in fast moving. So Then we have the outside bubble bath. We also have a sauna. It's really nice. We actually just got a new car. Picked it up today. So here we are. It's quite cold today. Hoo-ha. Shoes off, always. So, here we are. So, this is where we cook today. It's really beautiful. So, this is Gordo. So, I don't know how it's going here. Well, it starts to smell nice. And, well, I can't see anything because we didn't clean it. Well, it takes time, but we'll get back to it. Alrighty. Yeah, we're getting there. Awesome. Nice kitchen view, huh? Now we have to take the water off the potatoes. Here. All and here. Like this. And then back again. So we can start mashing it. It's mashing. Yes. All right. So here we have the mashing tool. We should turn off the oven. And now we need 2 big spoons of butter. And butter. A little more. You can't say nothing. Butter. Like this. Okay? And then it's the machine. Important thing. We're going to use some of the fat from the duck in the mashed potatoes because it's really tasty. So, and now we need some salt and pepper. Yeah. And salt. There we go. And then you always need to taste the food before you serve it. So, but obviously it's not done because we don't have the what we call sky in Norway, the fat from the duck. It's actually fat from any meat. So, not too shabby. And then we have the asparagus. Asparagus. Not Asperger's. That's something else. So we just cut off the tail, as we say. So that is not so tasty. So like this. And now I'm gonna wait a little bit and put them into water. So I think the duck is ready. I guess a lot of people just are ducking. Here we go. Oh, it smells so good. And now I need a spoon. And where did I put the spoon? because we need some of this fat for, oh, shit. Oh, there's the spoon. We need it for the mashed potatoes. I'm gonna try to do this as smooth as possible. So just a couple of spoons of this, because we need it on the actual meat later on. Like this? Yeah, should be fine. That's also where I have to taste. So the asparagus in here, and well, I don't know how it's cooking, but this one is the one that takes the longest time. It takes like 45 minutes, but I mean, we are close to it because the duck is just, it's having a good time bathing in its own fat. Who doesn't? So I think the asparagus is done. It's quite, yeah, I think it's 4 minutes. There we go, off with the water. Like this. So we have to, I think this is close to done. So, but we should use some of the fat. I already had some in, so we don't need too much more. It helps giving it a really, really good taste. So, like this. Ah, smells good. Yes. Well, I like it when it's more mashed than it is now, so let's mash it a little bit. If you prefer it, you don't have to do it that way. But we like it this way. And the apple bites were obviously a little bit too big. But as I said, the missus is mostly making the food here. Now it's done. I had to put on more salt and vinegar here, but it should be fine now. So the duck, yes. There we go. And the mashed potatoes, it's a bit thick because it was no milk in it, because I can't have milk. I could have had lactose-free milk, but we didn't have it up on the mountain. So, as I said, we're using what we got. So, it looks good. And the color is amazing. There we go. And some asparagus. I like when it's like 5 is a good number. This. And then the fat, it's not much left because we used it in the mashed potatoes and the red cabbage, but it should be enough. Like, oops, like that. Ta-ta! So that's how you make duck confit. Duck confit, yes. This is gonna be tasty.